sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. Jason Sanders has us ready for the start. Off we go from AT&T Stadium. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys come out, and they are led out by Dak Prescott, as they have been for a decade. Wow. It's his 10th season as a Cowboy, three-time Pro Bowler, who is now 32 years old.
The biggest takeaway coming off last week's loss is he just needs to make a bigger impact overall. It certainly wasn't bad. I mean, no interceptions, protected the ball. But he needs to do more. He needs to kind of let it loose and take some more shots downfield and maybe throw into some tighter windows. For his team to win, this offense needs to be better, and at the front of that is the play of the quarterback.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard
So they come to the line for first down and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
at the Giants' 38.
On second down, a run with White. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
Brings up fourth down and less than a yard.
He'll go. It's White. And he's going to pick up the Cowboys' first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the fourth down conversion.
Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 31.
On play action, here's Dak. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
It's a 10-yard loss.
D.J. Davidson. He gets in to drop him for his first sack of the young season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
They'll run out of the gun. This is White. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Brian Burns comes off the edge to make the play.
Brings up third
Dak
down.
facing third and long. That's complete inside to Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up fourth down.
A 46-yard attempt.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Giants nothing.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
A safe kick taken at the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense making their way out for the first time. They are led out by a man who's done this now for a long time. Their veteran quarterback.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. From the 43, it's second and 3. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2
go. They'll set up to throw. Open man, that's Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 21 on that one. First down, Giants.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball. Give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. If you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for... Another first. They'll stay on the ground. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
To the ground. He'll get it again. I don't think that was going too far either way. Defense right on it. They hold him to no gain. A tough spot here. Third and long. He'll look to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, Giants. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. Greg, it's one of those weird feelings you build all year for the opener. You play a tight game and lose. How it changes the feeling coming into this week.
Yeah, it certainly does, and if you're not careful, what's that cardinal rule? You don't want one loss to turn into two, one bad play to turn into two. The best teams in this league, Mike, they have an uncanny ability that regardless, good or bad, blowout or close one from the previous week before, it doesn't lead into the next week's work and ultimately the next week's game. So we'll find out, were they able to learn from the good? And there certainly was a lot of it. But can they move forward today and not let the disappointment of last week trickle into today?
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to be fourth down. A fair catch signal and taken at about the 18-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
begin with a zone read. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Handoff here, up the middle. Yeah, not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 25 on that connection. That's good for a giant first down.
First down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
12 more yards. That's another Giants.
On first and 10, they'll set up the throw. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 41, here's second and 6. Back to the air one more time. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. First down and more inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Giants extend their advantage to 14-3. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Devontae Turpin on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second and 2. On the play fake, Dak. Swing this one out to White. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
On first down, it's White. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Down at the 37-yard line.
So after one, 14-3 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. So from the 37, here's second and 8 as we are ready to get back underway. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. He'll come up to third and 3. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He's got his man. It's Pickens. It's a pickup of 16 yards down to the 16.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a second and 9.
Second and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Pistol now for Prescott. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Third down and 9.
It's now third down and 9.
Here's Dak to throw. He's got it at the 3. And the Cowboys are looking at a first and goal. He takes it all the way down to the 2.
And the Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
White will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
The kick is good. Makes the score Giants 14, Cowboys 10. Brandon Aubrey.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. We'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Hey, Greg, you think about the NFC East, I was always fond of saying, you're not allowed to rebuild in the NFC East. Think about these fan bases, Philly, Washington, Dallas, the Giants. Their fans don't stand rebuilds very often. Always feeling the different pressure in this division to be one of the best teams in the league every year.
And it's just such a fun division. And last year with Washington turning it around so quickly, Jaden Daniels and Dan Quinn, what a great story that was. And then, of course, with Philadelphia, the eventual Super Bowl champs. Clearly, towards the end of the season, it was pretty evident, at least to all of us, that they were the best team, and that's exactly how things played out. So if you're at the bottom looking up, unlike some of these other divisions where you say, okay, maybe I'm not as far behind as it feels, in the NFC East, Mike, there's just not a lot of easy wins in your division, especially if you're the Giants.
We talk about history, and sometimes people go back 5 or 10 years. I just think back to the generations of great matchups amongst these teams. Greg, when any one of these teams goes to visit the other one, it feels like a historic NFL game because of the legacy. That, to me, is why the NFC East is one of the sexiest divisions in all of sports, not just the NFL.
Oh, absolutely. And it has more of kind of like a college football vibe, right? There's rivalries. The fans kind of they hate each other. They're yelling at each other. They're throwing things at the field. It has a little bit more of a college arch enemy, arch rival type of vibe. And I think that's why it's so fun to football fans all across the league. Whether you're a fan of a team in the East or not, when those two teams are on and they're playing each other, you want to tune in.
Right back to him on first down. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. The first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got his man, that's Slayton. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Cowboys 10.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cowboys offense, running back Rachaad White, ready for this next possession. Well, Greg, it will be a very busy stretch for the Passports. A lot of international games to look forward to. 7-0 outside the U.S. Chiefs and Chargers last week in Sao Paulo. Great ones to follow. Vikings and Steelers in Dublin. Vikings in London playing the Browns the very next week. Broncos and Jets. Rams and Jags who also play in London week 6 and 7. The Falcons and the Colts are going to be in Germany in week 10. And then the Commanders and Dolphins wrap up the international slate. That's in Madrid, week 11. Greg, this has been such an additive part to the NFL season, all of these international games.
Yeah, I can tell you, Mike, having played one of the international games towards the end of my career in London, when I played for Carolina, it's a great experience. It's fun for the players, it's fun for the coaches, it's fun for the fans and the families. So I expect this slate to continue to expand. There's so many fun international cities around the world that love NFL football.
And from what you hear, there's more to come. We could be at the point someday, very soon, where every team plays one game outside of the U.S. in each regular season. Now, fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. They'll come out throwing here to start. The ball comes out. And the Cowboys are going to come away with the football. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Makes the score Giants 21, Cowboys 17.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. Well, Greg, as the season starts, really the season never ends. Think back to the schedule release, the draft has become this multi-day huge event. Green Bay crushed it with all the folks around the stadium in Lambeau, and some big names will be tied to that draft forever. A couple of the rookies that you've watched that are just sticking out in your mind, interested to see how they fit the league as this season gets going.
Yeah, you know, obviously so much attention around the quarterback position. And Cam Ward goes #1, and then obviously with Shador and all the conversations around that as the draft unfolded. I think a guy that's going to be fun to watch when you talk about fit. I think you look at Ashton Jenkins. He gets drafted by Vegas. He's now with the Raiders. Pete Carroll. It kind of has the feel of, is he his Marshawn Lynch? Is he the bell cow back under center, Geno Smith, play action, set up that run game, play good defense? This feels like the early path Pete Carroll took when he took over in Seattle and turned them into a Super Bowl champion. So I'm not saying Genty's Marshawn Lynch, but he certainly feels like that's the fit the Raiders were going for when they took him with their first-round pick.
Hey, let me ask you about Travis Hunter. Of course, a Heisman winner, Colorado, great play, both sides of the ball as a receiver and a corner. You know, Greg, it's hard to come in this league and play well on one side of the ball. Is it realistic to think you may see him on both offense and defense?
That's the million-dollar question, and I think to start, you have to say, okay, let's hang our hat on something. And I think when you look at the league, where is it harder to find impactful players? I believe it's harder to find impactful defensive backs. I think it's a harder position. I think the league favors the offense with the rules and the play style. So if I'm Jacksonville, I'm making Travis Hunter a defensive back on day one, and then I'm going to package my offensive plays around his skill set to take advantage of him as a wide receiver. And then as time goes on, it will eventually unfold where he'll be able to have a role on both sides of the ball more consistently. So if I was in Jacksonville, that's what I would do. But I think it's going to be very interesting to see how fast and how big of a role on both sides they give Hunter early in his rookie year.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's got his man. That's Nabors. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
Giants, first down. 1st and goal, Giants.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. And at the very least, got to come away with some points.
Back to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Force 3rd down.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Giants. 3 touchdowns for the game. His first 3 of the year. Now Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This just makes it to the landing zone. It's taken at the 18. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. You know, Greg, as we get the season going, obviously the adjustment to last year's new kickoff rules in place. We talked to a lot of coaches during the year. Folks didn't seem too bothered about letting the other team have the ball at the 30-yard line after a touchback. But the 35-yard line, I don't know, does that feel any different to you?
You know, it does, and I think the part that people don't talk about enough is the impact that it's making on going for it on 4th down, not settling for field goals. Because remember, in the old days, if you got stopped inside the 5 or you scored inside the 5, it was all the difference of if I kicked a touchback, they got the ball at the 20. It wasn't that much of a spread, but now all of a sudden, is it in my best interest to settle for a field goal and kick off when I could give you the ball at the 35? Or even if I bail down there tight in the red zone on the 3, you now possess the ball inside your own 5-yard line. So I think that's an element now that's causing offenses to go for more touchdowns, kick less field goals, because the ensuing kickoff is giving my opponent the ball in much more favorable territory.
You know, the other rule that is adjusted are overtimes in the regular season will mirror playoff overtime. Each team getting the ball. I'm so happy, Greg, because it just felt so incomplete when a team got to overtime, but then their offense, which may be the best part of the team, never got on the field.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And you hear everyone saying, oh, well, just get a stop. Well, it's that legendary game between Mahomes and Josh Allen where neither team stopped him. It was just an offensive touchdown festival. So you won a coin toss. and you got the ball. Well, the other team's defense hadn't gotten to stop the whole game. If Josh Allen got the ball first, he probably would have scored on a walk-off. So I love the idea of both teams getting the ball. If a game is good enough to go to overtime, let's finish it. We don't need to be in a rush. There's no curfew. Let's let the guys finish it on the field. A lot more similar to how the regular game goes and not have significantly different game flow come overtime. Really nice sequence of plays here defensively, not only to force the 3rd and long, but then you really take away all of the quarterback's options downfield, left him with nothing really else to do but to just simply throw that one away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys are able to get it back within a score.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, then this season takes on a very different tone.
There's no question. And, Mike, am I crazy, though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they can somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor.
A big-time play out of the G-men. It's a gain of 34. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 8.
The Cowboys' 35-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. The big fella, Quinn Williams, forcing his way in for the sack.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within one possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. And the Giants will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense, running back Rachaad White, ready for this next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. A shotgun snap to Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. The safety, Javon Holland, coming on the rush that time. Picks up the sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Short throw, caught by Ferguson. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it third.
On third down, Prescott. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
A fair catch signals, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Brian Daboll there, the head coach of the Giants. His guys heading back out for their next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drive. 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll look deep here for Neighbors. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal. So a big one there to start the drive. Gains an even 70 yards.
1st and goal, New York.
So after the big play to start, now we have 1st and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. A short kick. Down to the 7.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's all. 3rd and goal coming up. He'll drop to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Malik Neighbors. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
That was just too easy, Mike. It's just straight man coverage. Great route by the receiver on the slant. You just can't give up an inside release deep in your own end zone. Because as you just saw, it's pitch and catch.
The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Jason Sanders.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a first down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
A give left side for White. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Prescott. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there.
It's now
Third down coming up.
9 yards to go.
Prescott now. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
The Giants offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing now from the gun. He runs with it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
16 yards. First down, Giants.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It'll give him 4 yards.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Up the middle they go. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Giants first down.
Now a handoff. Running right. Had to push through that one tackler, but he is wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's another Giants.
To the ground, a first down run. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6. Here comes 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get past the marker. He's got a first down on that gain of 5.
Giants first down. It's a gain of 6. First down, New York.
Now they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Donovan Izaraku working his way in to record the very first sack of his NFL career. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. He'll look to throw. Short, complete to Likely. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 18. And the Giants first down. 1st and goal, New York.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point. And now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's got his big tight end. Holston Lovely. Touchdown, New York. That is 2nd TD catch of the season. And another score in another good performance after winning the opener on their way to 2-0.
Mike, you can't be 2-0 without being 1-0, and for them to be able to continue to string early wins together in the first part of the year, this is the start that every team dreams about. This is what you work for all offseason long, to start your season and build some early momentum. Gives you a lot of flexibility and wiggle room as the rest of this season plays on.
After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the shotgun, it's down. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cowboys.
Dak can throw it here on 1st down. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
18 more yards. That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Now Prescott going to make the read and keep it himself. Probably should have given that one up. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
A lot of defensive strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Well, rookie out of Penn State, Abdul Carter, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Dak facing 3rd and long. This is intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down.
It makes sense to try to push the ball downfield, Mike, and go to the air when you find yourself trailing by this deficit. But it also makes you very predictable. You see the defense, they're in nickel personnel, extra defensive backs on the field. It gets that much harder to throw when the defense knows it's coming.
The Giants offense and their running back set to go once more. And it would appear they are on their way to a 2-0 start as they begin things here with 1st and 10 in this 4th quarter. And they're going to mark them down right at the 30-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll stay on the ground. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
2nd and 10.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so Give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
This will not do the trick. They stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Now, fair catch. He'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to get back at it. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Pistol now for Prescott. There's a short run that's caught by Ferguson. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, it's Dak. That's complete left side to Pickens. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. Prescott. Into the hands of Pickens once again. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A gain there of 15. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Prescott again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
First down.
To the air again. Prescott. He takes off. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 21. 1st down. Cowboys.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
To throw is Dak. He tried to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. It's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Malik Neighbors heading out with the Giants offense for their next possession. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a zone read. Man, some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Brought down back at the 14-yard line.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. The Giants sending out their punter, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. The Cowboys offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's into traffic, but taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Shotgun snap for Prescott. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on 3rd down. We're trying to pick this up with the jet sweep. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. Swing this one out to White. Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Prescott now. Short throw brought in by Schoonmaker. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Max doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal.
Now Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are able to cut into the deficit.
Cowboys 27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So a road win here for the Giants. They get the victory here, away from home, to run their early season record to 2-0. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Choose which team you'll begin your franchise with. The menu on the left lets you adjust your league settings and where to start your franchise, in the preseason, the regular season, or with a fantasy draft.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Chargers head coach. Not much of a party for them in Brazil last week as they left Sao Paulo with a loss. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Calvin Austin on the return. He's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the sixth-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Last week, Kate, you won't call his effort wasted, never. But you wish a game like that would have come in a win instead of showing up in a contest they ended up dropping. 2 touchdowns, no picks. That's the type of game that wins are typically built off of.
A 3-yard pickup brings up
last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
30-yard line.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
They'll go left side with Hampton. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Making a stop that time, Taron Johnson. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along midfield strike. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Chargers, first down.
Man in motion here.
1st and 10.
1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's got Quentin Johnson, complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Gain of 11. That's another Chargers first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Motion man is the tight end. He's going left. 1st and 10, Herbert. And this one is knocked away from the intended target. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air, Herbert. Going with the screen to Hampton. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers first down.
Herbert gonna tuck and run. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Remember in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Taron Johnson has it. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. And that's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. And look at his numbers on the ground from last week here.
Down at the 11-yard line. It's a pickup.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Now looking to throw. Past the 25, still on the move. And he makes it all the way up to the 28. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Escapes the defender. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's another Las Vegas first down.
So a fresh set of downs
First
now
and
from the
10
39.
at the 39-yard line.
They'll go play action on 1st down. Finds the in route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Passing now on 2nd and 10. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And they make the stop, we're going to say, about the 37-yard line.
Complete.
7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw here. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a pickup of 26. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
6 yards. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
He was brought down by
Job 1 of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
And that's good for a few. It brings up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
From the gun on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. Now, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and look at it through those optics so much. It's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm. I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. A little early momentum with that field goal.
Darius Davis to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their 2nd drive. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? And when you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Caught quickly on the slant. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
A gain of 19
All set now, 1st and 10.
And the Chargers 1st down. A gain of 19 yards.
On the pistol, it's Herbert.
Chargers 1st down.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
16 more
It's a great
yards.
pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8. at the 32-yard line.
Herbert from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
There he is on 3rd and short. Johnson finds the football complete. And he gets this forward to the 19. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Hampton now up the middle. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
It's a gain of 11. And the Chargers 1st down. 1st and goal, Chargers.
Now run with Hampton. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7.
He's tackled at
Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal. We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they are thinking points. Trying again with Hampton. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
To the air this time. Herbert. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 2nd quarter lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Dylan Laube on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25.
The Raiders take
2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's brought down after a short gain. 6 yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 now, Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Herbert here, 3rd and long. Catch made by Austin. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So on fourth down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. A new set of downs for them from the 31. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. It is cut left side. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33.
Give up the guts. It's Jeanty. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 45.
Back to Jeanty. And he drives that foot backward on a gain of 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
This is Jeanty on second. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
A gain of 6.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. 1st and 10 at the
first down, and they go right back to it. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
It's 2nd and inches at the Chargers' 11-yard line.
Jeanty from the gun. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a second-quarter lead. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Raiders 10, Chargers 7.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Play action now for Herbert. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Herbert on first down. McConkey's got it again. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Chargers.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to haul him down. Step before. You're right at the 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
That's another Chargers first
Now Herbert again. Couldn't find a completion on first down. After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
It's Herbert once more. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
With each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
Laube with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and
throw this from the gun. Pressure's there, and the Chargers got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
He'll get this to Tucker. He's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. We've set it down from 37.
1st and 10 at the 37.
So Reed will give it to Jeanty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 6.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's there, he's got it. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
14 yards. And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We've got a good one so far. We are all tied up, and we have hit our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. So 1st down from the 41. Straight ahead with Jeanty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
37-yard line.
They're going to try and throw it here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. And off to Jeanty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Raiders 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Pass play now. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Awareness. Awareness is so critical of where those defenders are down the field, find that open receiver, but it's just as important, Kate, in the pocket. Having awareness of what's going on around you, the QB didn't, and the defense registers a sack.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Third and long for him here. Throwing the out route, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
And a Raider first down.
In the red zone on first. Complete out to the right. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Before we can get a snap on second down, they call timeout. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some 8 points and the lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 10.
The Raiders kicking team is out there and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. Jukes away from one. Out comes the Charger offense late in this first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A gain of 4.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He'll come up on first and 10.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers first down.
To throw, Herbert. A quick slant. Here's McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 5.
Herbert throwing again. He's got Hampton underneath. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders' side of the field. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A 4-yard gain on the play.
There he is on 3rd and short. Into the hands of Gadsden. And he goes down a little short of the 40.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's another Chargers.
And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. He'll throw it. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. What a first 2 weeks of the season it's been. Lots to get you caught up on. Here we go. Our spin around the NFL starts now at State Farm Stadium in Glendale. The Cardinals at home to take on Carolina. And it's the third-year quarterback, Bryce.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. I'll be with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And a nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Setting up to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
On first down, Jeanty. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Cam Hart's up for the tackle that time. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Another give here to Jeanty. Escapes a defender. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Las Vegas first down.
New set of downs for him. He'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. He'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This time it's a passing play. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Picked up by the Chargers. And that turnover is going to give him the football on the other side of midfield.
You know, Kate, defenders today are taught, don't just go get the sack. Go get the sack and the fumble. It's become an art form, making that strip sack, and that play was a masterpiece.
Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Going to the left side, and Johnston has it. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A gain of 7 yards.
On 3rd down, Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
On the play. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Hampton gets the handoff. He works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Herbert. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Chargers
Herbert on first down. This one's caught. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Makes the catch. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and goal.
Hampton. Will take it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the second half with some needed points. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers make it 17-all.
17.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Trey Tucker to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. First call here coming from the shotgun. Airing it out to start this drive. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll lift this one up to the 28. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Throw by Mayer. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
7-yard gain. And the Raider 1st down.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Finds him on the crossing route. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it.
18 more yards. That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
1st down, play action. Holds in, again it's Bowers. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 24-yard line.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes, they so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it. Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field. That's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's Hampton to open the drive. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers a 1st down.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Again, it's Hampton. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Going with a screen to Hampton. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world.
To the house! Touchdown, LA! The Chargers take a lead just before the end of the third.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 24, Raiders 20.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Laube with the return. He brushed him off with ease. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. And offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. They go play action on first down. Fits it through the middle. He's going to bring this down to their 35. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece, and he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
They give left side to Jeanty. And he works it inside the 30. That's a gain of 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders football, and they'll need to get to work. They're trailing here late. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. From the red zone on first. He tucks it and takes off. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders push their lead to 3. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Hampton on the pitch. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
And he's tackled for a 4th gain.
to Calvin Austin.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Air it out on 3rd. On a quick slant, it's Johnston. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Shotgun give here to Jeanty. That's an excellent work to drive him all the way up past the 30-yard line. They gain 11 on that play, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Giving this to Jeanty. And he has enough room to gain about 4. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Jeanty on the draw. And this hasn't been a common side of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Back to throw. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. Starts his return from the 23. He's brought down before the return gets far. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he's going to have this one down to the 37.
It's a gain of 32 yards. And the Chargers
1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Herbert from the gun. Into the hands of Gadsden. Complete. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
Going to the line, this is 1st and 10.
And the Chargers 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
31, Raiders 27.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Tucker now on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First play is going to be a give to Jeanty. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
I'll throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. There he is on 3rd and short. That's the line. He's going to run for it. Along the right sideline, there's space. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a 4th quarter lead. Brock, one of the longest scrambles that you and I have seen, and we'll probably all see for a while, and it ends in a memorable touchdown.
Yeah, we're going to see that again and again and again on replays after this game, probably on TV all week long. Quite the effort from somebody who proved he could be quite the runner when called upon.
That one splits the uprights, and the Raiders push their lead to 3.
Chargers 31.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Austin. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Throwing on first is Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And finally they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down. All set to go now from the 35.
And the Chargers first down.
Back to Hampton. Solid running here. That's 9 yards as he brings up 2nd down. After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. It's Hampton on 2nd. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out 3rd down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on 3rd down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack them only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Downfield, and he has McConkey. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line.
A gain of 21 more yards.
Herbert going to tuck and run. And the power play up the gut results in 2 yards. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. Complete here to Hampton. Fights his way through a tackle. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead.
Touchdown, Chargers.
So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers take a 4-point lead.
Chargers 38. 34.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
It's a pickup of
2nd
3.
down now. They need 7.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Finds him over the middle. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flag down. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll run here following the penalty. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Four guys out wide. Here we go, third and long.
No gain on the play. It's third down
Taking
and
a throw. Man downfield, and he finds Betts. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line.
22 yards.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas.
First and 10 at the 47-yard
Raiders
line.
needing 4 points. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Looking in the air here. It's a screen play to Genty. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
12 more yards. That's another.
He'll look to throw it.
First down.
That's complete to Bowers outright. And that tackle stops it. After a solid game.
Complete to 89. Brock
Second and
Bowers.
6 coming up here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Back to throw.
At the Chargers' 37-yard line.
Hits him on the out route. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up third and
Gonna throw
4.
it. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another.
He is to throw. Brought in right side. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. Setting up to pass. Complete out to the right. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. On the return, here comes Davis. This makes it up to the 25. The Chargers and Omarion Hampton out there on offense once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Chargers getting set, first and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up second down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. To throw. That one's good to McConkey. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. Herbert on first down. McConkey's got it again. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And just gets back to the... Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards.
And he stops the clock here. 23 seconds to go with the spike. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Out of the gun. Here's Hampton. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Chargers hurrying to the line as the seconds tick away.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And he's going to spike it with an even 10 seconds left. Now with just 10 seconds left in our game, we've got a timeout. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out.
37-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they have tied this game.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, things go a specific way in OT. The next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. This to win the game. And the floater falls to the deck. Well, Brock, 4 quarters, couldn't decide a winner. And now we're set up for an exciting conclusion to this contest. Overtime is coming up next. And there's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On the return, here comes Austin. Good work so far. He's got room. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35.
The Chargers take over first.
The Charger offense making its way to the field. And they fought hard not just against their opponents out on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents here in these stands. Now a chance to be the first ones to answer the bell and take the early lead here in overtime.
Incomplete.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So 2nd down coming up. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
It's a pickup of 46 yards. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 46 yards.
All right, so an important landmark cross on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either. The Chargers claim a 6-point lead. Justin Herbert with the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime.
Raiders 41.
Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score. But starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. He's got a lane up past the 30. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Now it's his turn in overtime. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Back to the air they go on 2nd down. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. And get 22 out of that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. play on 1st and 10. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a 1-point game.
There are a couple different ways now you can win on the fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, well, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
Carlson now to add one more. And everyone can breathe easier here as he knocks the point after through. And now it's golden goal here in overtime. Next score wins. Now these new overtime rules have given us quite the game here, haven't they? Now it is next score wins as we're off again. On the return, here comes Davis. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now an inside give to Hampton. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. First down now, ball at the 33.
And the Chargers, first down.
Running it with Hampton. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd
10
down.
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Hampton now up the middle. Like the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's
A run now with Hampton. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
a gain of 12
So here they are. A chance to win this with a field goal.
First down.
A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. As they'll be left with just 1 more to work with here in OT. A big try coming up here for Cameron Dicker. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Huard and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Chargers as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.